Floyd, and this is the Geek Report. Today we've got All Good Things Come to an End over at Netflix. Kid Cudi's making another step in his acting world, and a legend passes away. All that and more on the Geek Report. Let's go. Hey everybody, this is the Geek Report. This is Corey Salt True Floyd, and then of course the gentleman on my right is Demon Engine, live and in
Yo,
your face. How you feel? You look slightly high. Like you're
I'm
not
not.
too high, but you're just grooving.
I'm not at all. I just woke up.
Okay, because before we started recording, he had that Stevie Wonder King Cobra head sway going. See, here it goes.
I'm trying to wake myself up.
Wake
Alright,
me up inside.
I can't with you. I'm gonna lay something.
Oh my goodness, early 2000s. Anyway, folks, it's another week. We did take a week off, so there's a few things we need to get to. Some good news, some bad news, and some shit in between. We're just here to report it. You tell us what you think. That's what the comment section is for below. And of course, before we get started, make sure you are subscribed and make sure you hit that like button. Let's roll Demon Engine. I wanted to highlight this beautiful piece here just to talk about how Super Mario Brothers has crossed the $1 billion threshold within 4 weeks.
Cause that is a good fucking movie.
Eh? Which solidifies the breaking of the video game curse. As even though I think I would like to debate that this was already broken before, it just didn't hit the $1 billion mark. But that's a conversation for another day. But this is solidified that there's going to be a lot more Nintendo Illumination movies, and
Ah,
I'm my next guess is going to be Zelda or Metroid. That would be my guesses.
I want I want Zelda. If I'm being
Mm.
honest, I still haven't played the Zelda game, but I want Zelda only because I want to see the new Ganon on screen for the movie.
I bet you he'll be voiced by Idris Elba.
He better be. Oh my God. Have you seen Have you seen the new design for Ganon?
Yes.
Yo, it
Well,
got the internet fucking fiend.
well, if they did do a Zelda movie, do you think it would be off the latest version?
Who knows? I don't know if it would mesh well, like mix up with the how Mario was. 'Cause Mario had so many elements across all of his games.
Well, we shall see. Let's roll into the next one. Okay, so Argentina is about to be owned by Nintendo because they accidentally broadcasted the Super Mario Brothers movie in its entirety, which legally speaking is one of the worst things you could ever do.
My
A
question is, yeah, keep that same energy for Twitter. If that's the case,
this is
motherfuckers been uploading the entire movie on Twitter along with a bunch of other shit. It's just called lawless over there.
yeah, but see the problem is this can be targeted straight to one company, and Nintendo gonna be like, you owe us ducats, many ducats. I wouldn't be surprised if this city in Argentina is going to be owned by the Disney Corporation because I smell the lawsuits in the air because we
Damn,
already
that's
know. Nintendo don't play that shit. Remember how, yo, Demon, remember when Soldier Boy said he had a video game system and he was working with Nintendo? And like
Mm-hmm.
a day and a half after he said that shit, all that shit shut down.
Nintendo be like, keep my name out your
Your
motherfucking mouth.
motherfucking mouth. Oh man, good luck, good luck, good luck, Argentina. Mm-mm-mm.
Who need it?
Evita is not around to save y'all from this one. All right, so apparently over over at EA, they were saying how Battlefront 3 was 99% done, and the devs say that the gamers were robbed. And here's the sad thing: I believe it from the devs. I honestly believe it, but we weren't robbed. The problem is Battlefront 2 tried to rob us. Y'all not like, you gotta remember, y'all victims, but we're victims as well as consumers because y'all literally made it a whole pay to win scenario, which has literally gotten the game banned in several countries. And Disney just talking about pulling everything away from y'all. So
Tragic.
I feel bad because I'm like the game from what I understand is a great game. It's just that the way those loot boxes and shit was.
Star Wars starting to struggle, like starting to have issues, like with DC. It's starting to be just struggle and strife across the board.
Well, no, DC is currently in reconstruction mode. Star Wars as a whole needs a reconstruction mode. The problem is willing to they're not willing to admit that they have a problem.
Well,
See,
just let
DC was
DC
able to
let
admit they
DC
had a
handle it.
problem.
We can have Star Wars. What's the what number movie we out on now?
I don't know, bro. I'm looking forward to Star Wars
Uh,
Visions.
I'm looking for that reboot Star Wars Infinite Crisis in Infinite Galaxies.
Shut up. Just simple ass.
Darth Vader revived from the dead, sent back in time to stop his shenanigans.
Stop. You ain't shit for that. Horrible. Let's go.
Yeah. Ooh.
Mm. Ah, uh, this is a poster for the Twisted Metal series. We actually spoke on this maybe about a year ago. And actually, there's also a teaser trailer that's out that's about maybe over a minute long. It features Anthony Mackie and Samoa Joe as Sweet Tooth.
Mm.
Did didn't get it. Didn't it road like Anthony Mackie's side of the trailer was funny, and Sweet Tooth's side was kind of menacing because I mean he's a killer clown with an ice cream truck. The fuck do you want from him? Either
Very true.
way, I'm very curious to see how this show goes. It's going to be streaming on Peacock, which I don't like. I don't know. It's just, is Peacock a good streaming service? I just know that they have like The Office over there, which is universally loved, and I'm sure some other great programming.
I don't know.
Oh,
I've been I've been watching every show and movie I've been watching as of late is basically been on VR's version of B flicks.
can't talk about VFlix too much. I feel like that might be snitching. I don't know. Now the Respawn CEO, they actually want to make another Titanfall game, but there are apparently no plans right now. I'm not gonna lie. The first Titanfall was cool, but there was like no story mode. It was just straight multiplayer. But then Titanfall 2 came with it, and I was loving it.
Fam, Fam, I never had so much. That robot, fucking, I got so emotional,
A
so
boy,
emotional.
a man and his robot just trying to get through the world. I like
Get
Titanfall. I
yourself a
really
robot
do.
instead of a dog. They live longer.
Oh no. Uh, I mean, first off, it was just good to have a great mech type game. Even though right now there's a Gundam Arena game, which is cool, but it still it doesn't give that it
I
doesn't
played it.
carry the weight that Titanfall does. If you understand what I'm saying.
I played it. It honestly, it felt like, I'm not gonna lie, it felt like Overwatch with Gundam skins.
Oh wow,
I'm being honest.
that doesn't sound very reassuring.
My
Meanwhile,
friends were loving it. I don't know if they still play it though.
they just opened up pre-orders for the next Armored Core game. So I was just like, have to adult first. So there's that. But I would love to see somewhere down the line another Titanfall game. If you were a fan of Titanfall, let us know in the comments section. Let's go. Okay, so Street Fighter, the upcoming live action Street Fighter movie apparently has its directors. They're brothers, Danny and Michael Filippo. They're Australian and they're known for Raka Raka, which is a YouTube channel. It's comedy, but it also has action. So I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of gambling being made here, relying on YouTube directors. It could work out. It could not. I feel like
Hey,
I
I'd
would
rather
def.
gamble with YouTube directors than giving these old fuddy duddies more money for fucking shit they don't care about. Care about acting,
I
directing.
would put my money. I would put the money towards. I don't know, like a Hong Kong martial arts action film producer. Like when it came to Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, I would have had the product. At least the director and producer behind the Raid have at it, because at least I know I'm gonna get some gritty, balling ass fight scenes.
All I know is if don't trailers start popping out, don't tease me with Ryu and Akuma, and that be at the very end for a few minutes, like the fucking
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat movie. Cause then I'm done. I'm done with all fighting game adaptation, fighting game movie adaptation. At that,
Well, we shall see. I'm just not sure if you can do M Bison past Raul Julia. So if you're playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor, you might have to needed a Husky Day One patch. Day One patches to me are always very alarming, especially if Demon. Guess how big this Day One patch is.
how the
Guess. Put a number out there.
yo, it better not be. It better not be 100 gigs.
128 gigs, nigga. That's a whole game. The news hit him so hard he had to put it. He had to switch headphones for a second. But here's a question. I mean, what do you guys think? How do you feel about day one patches? Especially if you're someone who sadly just might not have their system online. So perhaps the game is currently in an unplayable state for you. Is that fair? I mean, think about the person who bought Cyberpunk 2077 and never had a chance to hook it up online. So they're still playing it exactly the way it was.
Said, I thought the headset finally went out for good. I thought it went out to pasture.
Oh no. But yeah, day one, 128 gigs.
128. Get the fuck.
Nigga, that's the
What's with
game.
this? What's with this Warzone update? Cyber.
I'm just weird that it has such a large patch for a game that's a one player narrative. How many bugs? I mean, that's very alarming. And I was saying while you were getting your headphones situated, imagine someone who, their system doesn't hook up online.
When does this come out?
It's out now.
It's out now. That should have been a fucking day. That should have been a day zero. Fucking fucking patch. That's what that should have been. Day zero. The day right before it comes out, it just sits there and tries to download the 120.
That's crazy to me. But day one patches, how do y'all feel? Talk to us about it. Uh, it's very alarming to me. It's always very alarming. Now, oh, about to say what happened, Demon?
Hmm? Well, I don't know, but no, I can tell you right now, this man's a legend.
Yeah, let me solo her. Infamous for Elden Ring, has now reached the highest of GOAT status.
With every enemy replaced by Melania, beating her 1,000 times in her own on her own shit, her own stage wasn't enough.
But now to
It's
make
like
every enemy,
it's like dog walking your ass wasn't enough. Now it's time to grab the leash.
I mean, like just viewing that would have to be too stressful for my body.
Also, sir, touch, grab. How much do you? That's what I want to know. How much he making at whatever job he does? Does he have the free time to do this? I want that job.
I don't know. I just have a feeling that I have a feeling that whatever job they have, they're like at a master at it, so they have to find a different way to challenge themselves. You know what I'm
Apparently,
saying? And now the challenge is complete because I don't think there's any way to go past. There's no way to make the game harder at this point.
did the Elden Ring DLC come out? The new one or no?
I don't
I know there
know.
was the arena one.
I don't know, bro. You were more in the Elden Ring than I was, but
Well,
I just
I'm
know.
gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Keep it 100. I still haven't fought Melania. I still haven't finished my second run through.
Hey, listen. I appreciate the honesty
This
because
this
this
run
shit
through
right
is
here,
supposed to
this
be
shit
me
right
running
here.
with her, right? Mm-mm.
Let me let
Melania's
me
name gives motherfuckers PTSD.
let me solo her. You're clearly a goat,
That's why he's the
undisputed
GOAT. The
to this
GOAT.
day. There's a lot of issues going on out here, but now major publishers are reporting that AAA games can cost over $1 billion to make, and
Well, I'm gonna just keep it a bean. It only costs that much money because motherfuckers will be like, "Is you almost done? Cool, scrap it and start again."
yeah, because here's my thing. Grand Theft Auto 5 literally cost $250 million to make.
It has made
That was the
that
price
and more.
that was the price tag back in 20 what 13
Hmm.
2012. That game has gone on to be redone for every single generation of the game ever since. So
It's the fact that they use this picture for it. I doubt it takes that much money to make a Call of Duty game out of
yeah,
everything. Since from what I've looked up, it's still using that old Quake 2 engine from back in the fucking day.
yeah, I have not seen any actual innovation, even engine wise, from Call of Duty. I just know that now, like, motherfuckers just download multiplayer and leave story mode to its own devices,
That's,
and it's
that's
weird. And that's weird because I like story mode in games.
last time I played the story mode in fucking I think it was no, it was fucking Modern Warfare 3. It was the last time I played the story mode and enjoyed it.
Yes. Matter of fact, I don't think I've really sat down and played another story mode in Call of Duty since.
The last
Because
time
because
I somewhat was
that
okay
story,
playing it was Infinite Warfare, but after that I was. Someone bought it for me.
the UK government, they've actually right now the Blizzard activation deal with Xbox is on hold over the UK because they claim that that will be a monopoly for Xbox, which I have to call cap to the third power because PlayStation has bought out so many companies beforehand that they've had a monopoly for quite some time. And on top of that, Xbox has made it very clear that they've set up a deal with PlayStation so they'll still get Call of Duty.
No one cares for Call of Duty
Money wise, Call of Duty is a cash cow.
because it's for people who can't go to a gun range and shoot shit and soon to be school shooters.
Quiet
Just
you.
keeping it a bean. Just keeping it 100.
But seriously, they would. I thought this sounds like a lot of hater shit. Eventually, I think the UK is going to come around after Microsoft pleads its case a little bit more. But it's weird how Sony can do shit and no one questions it, but the second Microsoft does the next big thing, that's when everyone gets tight-lipped. I mean, everyone else they start having little shit fits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because no one said anything when Sony automatically scooped up Insomnia Games.
that's because with Sony, the bit of the mask of Japan on Sony is broken, so you can see a bit of that back in the day, the feudal
Mm,
lord eras. Nobody wants to, nobody wants to deal with that. It, it took two sons in that era,
mm, mm.
and now we got Kawhi.
Oh Lord. Anywho, so apparently, Gorilla they've already confirmed that there's going to be a Horizon Forbidden West sequel. Not sure if it's still going to be covering the
I
West,
mean,
but hey,
I played the end of the game. They left it on for a note for a sequel.
and by the demand, it looks like there definitely will be a sequel. So everybody wins. Dubstep
Yeah,
Park.
I'm happy with that. Also, I'm not gonna be upset about that. I can't wait to see more of that pretty little redhead. Whew.
Oh, but that means Lance Reddick's character. Oh, they're
Remind
gonna
me.
they go
Oh,
they're gonna
fuck
have to
this
put
man.
a statue of him in there or something. All right. So Jerry Springer passed away at 79 years old, and a lot of people are mourning. And yeah, I get that.
Fuck this guy. I don't not more than
I
this
get that.
motherfucker. This motherfucker basically did an extension on black
Well,
exploitation
he
with the Jerry
exploited
Springer show.
everybody.
So
I
fuck.
feel like if it comes to black exploitation, I think Maury and the baby daddy stuff, he's got that on lock. I think
Fuck him
Jerry
too.
Springer just showed the absolute worst in humanity and reaped all the financial benefits of it.
The only thing I learned from Jerry Springer is to not mess with hood rats. That's about it.
I'm not gonna say I
That's I said what I said.
still like hood rats, Jimbo. That's my problem. Either way, though, it's just Jerry. All right, Sigourney Weaver says she's done with the Alien franchise. She put her time in space. And I agree 1,000 because how old is Sigourney Weaver? Like,
Mm.
Sigourney Weaver's like 73 years old. And ironically, she played this role of Ellen Ripley back in the 70s. A role that, what makes her a pioneer, the role was written for a man, but apparently she got the job. And in many ways, she's an icon for strong female protagonists that are written well because she was actually just written as a man.
There's a joke
There's a
somewhere in
joke in
that.
there because they never put emphasis on the fact that she was a woman. They just let it play out. They they just let it play out. They played it straight. No,
Okay.
because a lot of the way a lot of female protagonists are written today, it's like they start off from she's a woman hero and then try and figure out a character after that, and they come up with shit. Looking at you, Captain Marvel. No,
Shitty
in the
MC.
comics she's a Karen.
I said what I
In the
said.
comics, she's a cosmic Karen. The film, she's kind of like dry toast. It's like, yeah, I'm hungry.
All I want to know is how was that spider wad that Peter bust? I just find it funny.
Hopefully, hopefully, when it comes to
Petey Parker just the only one was the one person that did. No one else could. Shut that bitch. He did the one thing no one else.
horrible.
Am
No,
I
you're
wrong?
not wrong. You're not wrong at all. But seriously, Sigourney Weaver, she is a goat. And she deserves all the flowers. Really, she really does. She walked
Yeah.
so everyone else could fucking run, and how they say to this day.
To this day. To this day. First of all, at this point, this motherfucker is a goddamn war criminal with the shit that he's been up to. I don't even know why we still respecting pronouns of a fucking war criminal.
All right. I'm gonna say this, and I'm pretty sure
Taking steps to recovery because they know that they them bussy hit different in prison. They not trying.
I'm gonna say this because, and I know I'm gonna end up saying it again at some point in time. When it comes to Ezra Miller, first off, that it's cool that everyone's enjoying the Flash movie. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to see it opening weekend. That's cool. But when it comes to Ezra Miller, I need us to recognize a few things. One, he's broken the law several times. He's broken the law involving assault and broken the law involving children. He needs to be held accounted for. He needs to go to court, and he needs to take it from there. Let's. I don't. His recovery sounds great. Cool story, bro. Let me find out how this all holds up in court. I need the rage for Ezra Miller to still be as strong as it is in comparison to brother Jonathan Majors, who till this day we don't even know what the hell is going on. We just know that projects are being taken away from him. There's speculation about him being taken away as Kang the Conqueror. But with the information we've been given out, it seems like he has still done no wrong. But this man over here, this man over here is currently being hailed and regaled as one of the best comic book movies that hasn't technically came out yet. Am I wrong, Demon? And y'all talking about his steps to recovery. I need his steps to the fucking courthouse. Like, y'all treating this dude who clearly has been arrested and charged for things like it's all gravy, and that I can't stand by. Will when I see the movie, will I judge his performance fairly? Yes, but I will not treat him like he is a completely innocent actor, and that's what I'm not feeling.
Alright,
Woo! It's been a while. It has been a while. Black Mirror is returning in June. And mind you, the reason we didn't get any Black Mirrors over the last few years, because the creator said that reality was a little bit too much. Between Agent Orange and the pandemic, it was like, I can't write any of this. But now new episodes are going to be coming. I do know that there's going to be one with Zazie Beetz, another one with John David Washington, and one with Salma Hayek. Of course, if you're not don't know what Black Mirror is, it is a very very dark sci-fi series that taps on socio and political situations using science fiction that's just a tad removed from our present day. And I say a tad removed because it really is just a tad removed. Like, we might live to see some of this shit. Oh, I'm sorry, we already covered that. I never watched this show, but apparently Totally Spies is getting a reboot for Cartoon Network. Demon, are you familiar with this?
I am familiar with this. No, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of okay with it because it's not one of those shows that like constantly got new iterations and I'm fucking tired of it. It's just to be a second iteration of it. So
What was it precisely?
shit.
So
No,
was
I
this
kind of
like Cartoon Network's answer to
have a
Kim
fucking
Possible? Because that sounded like Kim Possible.
split into three.
Got you. I see.
Blonde one talked too much. Dark skin one was my favorite, and I just couldn't stand the redhead.
All right.
That's how what I remember of it.
Hey, listen, it's all good. So, CinemaCon happened this week, and apparently there was a trailer for Craven the Hunter, and so far a lot of positive things have come out of it. Apparently, it's going to be ultra violent. You got Anya uh, Taylor Johnson. He's playing Craven, or a version of Craven. From what I understand, Craven the Hunter is now a name designation. It's something that can be passed down. Apparently, the trailer consists of him also using a bear trap on someone's head. So, all right, I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be Marvel's first R-rated, Sony's first R-rated Marvel film, which I think sounds really fucking stupid since we had two Venom movies. But Venom literally was biting heads off people, but there was no blood.
There's something
What?
fucked up.
What?
Well, no, I'm not good. I mean, you saw the tongue. You saw how thick his neck muscles were. Of course, there was no blood. That shit up. That's.
Wow. Plowing ahead.
Ah.
The Dial of Destiny is going to be the last time Harrison Ford plays Indiana Jones. No fucking.
Motherfucker might not make it until the end of the
No
movie.
shit,
Fuck you.
Sherlock. I mean, how old is Harrison Ford?
Too damn old.
Like this nigga is old as shit.
How many was any of the Indiana Jones movies like about like his first adventures,
Yes.
or was he like already
The second
established
the second
by that
movie
point?
was actually about one of his first adventures. Uh and then one of them actually played off like showing where he first got the whole thing with the whip. It was just really weird. This nigga old.
I'm not here
He
for it.
old as shit. How old is Indiana Jones? Oh, wait. How old is Harrison Ford? Harrison Ford is 80 years old. He's 1 year older than
Harrison Ford about
Jerry
to be the,
Springer.
Harrison Ford about to be the next motherfucker to go to the upper room, probably during the set.
Yo, it's
What
gonna
set?
be it's gonna be
Tripping up the door.
Indiana Jones in the wet spot on the fucking bathroom floor.
Indiana Jones and the Mystery of Life of
Oh
Pi.
my god. Indiana Jones and the nurse who steals from him.
Indiana Jones on his deathbed where he reveals some racist shit he did back in the
Yo,
day.
yeah. Indiana Jones definitely used the word colored. Carrie Fisher, of course, passed away. She will be receiving her star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame posthumously on May 4th. May 4th, of course, being International Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. And it's well deserved. She definitely is an icon of sorts. Can't deny it. She was heroic, and in her private life, she lived a wild life, and she was also had a great sense of humor. For those who might just watch Family Guy, she played Peter's boss Angela in the last during her last years. Princess Leia, the goat.
Go!
What was
The
that?
go!
Nick Kroll's popular animated series Big Mouth is going to be ending with season 8. Season 7
How many seasons are
season
we on?
7 is coming up, and Netflix is like, all right, well, after that, it's gonna one more season and it's done. Now that does not mean that the show Human Resources is going to be done, because I'm not going to lie, for a spinoff, Human Resources is definitely could be the superior show, and I think it's just because
Yeah.
it deals with issues with adults, because a lot of folks have been felt very weird about the subject matter being surrounded by kids, and I understand that to an extent. Hey,
Hey, party people.
hey, what's up?
Hey.
How's it
It's
going?
Queen Neek, dressed in all black
Hey,
like the
everybody.
Omen.
Completely
You
black,
look
but
like you need a
sort of.
beret and talk some really deep poetry shit while we go like this. You look
All
like you're
right.
auditioning
I'll
for
take it.
Aaliyah's Lifetime movie, but this one actually is going to be allowed to use her music.
Not this one can use her music. How are y'all? What are we? Nick Kroll's popular anime series Big Mouth ending with season 8? What? I mean, we all thought that it was gonna go after season 5 for real.
Listen, I'm
So,
surprised
okay.
I'm surprised it flew for this long. But
Agreed. See, you caught me as I was about to try to eat, but duty calls.
but yeah, Demon, what has been your favorite moment of Big Mouth?
My favorite moments have been with the two hormone monsters.
Connie
Maurice.
and
Yo,
Maurice.
I'm not going
Jay,
Jay is so wild.
the gay kid. But I am this every time this
Jay
little
is super
motherfucker is
wild.
on screen.
Jay is so
I
wild.
just every time
They
Angela's
told
on
him you
screen,
don't
I
even
just
need
can't.
a hormone monster, sir. Like you so far gone that even we can't like you are your own are your own hormone monster, sir. Like
Yo,
that's pretty.
But what my least favorite part of the show is him.
yeah, because he just
Yeah,
keeps making.
he
He
whines too
makes
much.
the worst decision every time.
Yeah, he does.
I'm like, bro, you keep making the absolute worst decision.
I just
Like
feel
what
like this
made
little
it?
motherfucker goes to school every day smelling like smegma, and it's bringing me
What's smegma?
traumatic
What's smegma?
flashbacks.
Remember that time we were at a convention and there was this really weird stench that you couldn't identify?
Yeah.
There you go.
It's the aroma of dick cheese, dick cheesegas.
Oh,
That's that's
Yeah,
that.
I think one of my favorite. I
Oh,
think one of my favorites is just the way Coach Steve is, and just how everything works out.
it's so unfortunate.
But my favorite song was actually
What for him?
yeah, like because at the end of the day, Coach Steve ends up winning.
I mean, that was the goal, right? To make the kingdom warm.
But I think my
Sorry, it had to be Jay's mom.
look, Jay's mom has bigger issues. But my biggest thing from Big
Sure,
Mouth
but
was
she
the
took
black
advantage.
kid who did the song Code Switching.
Oh,
Yeah,
Devin
Devin and
or
Devon.
Devon.
Yeah, but either way, R.I.P. to him.
Wait, he
Yeah, the
died?
voice actor. He actually died in a car accident. Uh,
When?
before the sixth season.
Oh, that's why we never saw
Hmm.
him in season 6.
Yeah,
Ooh, okay.
that's how. That's why they brought in a new black
Yo,
character.
I am truly living in the future. I bullshit you guys
What the
not. Hold
hell?
on. Truly, I am living in the future. Nope, that's not it. Trying to like turn my camera around, but it's not. Yeah, it's not gonna let me turn my camera around. But basically, see that? Can you even see
What
that?
is that?
There's a footstool down here.
Oh,
A footstool.
oh, okay, cool.
A retractable
Oh,
footstool. That's why I said I am living in the future.
fancy.
Yeah, I know. I know for everybody else, they're like, oh my God, it's a fucking gaming chair. Calm down. Bitch, you just don't know, okay? What I have had to suffer through for years, and now I actually have something that I like. Okay? It's a big fucking deal.
how do you think I feel about this right here?
So now she has somewhere else to put her feet when she crouches up into the chair.
Thank you, Ewin.
Of course,
And like
he has our E-wing
sometimes,
gaming chair.
oh, very nice, Mark. Thank you to his sponsors, eWay. If you guys
It
need
has a
another,
very
you
the
guys need a
best
black
fact
woman
the,
to
the
sponsor
best part
also,
about
just saying.
this chair,
Hmm.
honestly, it's 555 pound carrying capacity.
Mm. Oh, you nasty nigga. I know what you.
Yeah,
I know why you said
yeah.
that. I know exactly why you said that. You's a nasty nigga.
Them Destiny rays fit to be hitting
Hmm.
different.
But moving
Alrighty,
along,
moving right
moving
along.
along. Uh, Marvel's Agatha Coven of Chaos. From what it looks like, it might be a musical, which is definitely
Like Glee,
that's definitely mind you, this phase has definitely been very
very Disney.
experimental with Marvel. And the last time we saw Agatha, she was under the Scarlet Witch's spell. So I wouldn't be
Mhm.
surprised if this was compounded with that. But
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
go ahead, Demon. I know you
For
about to
sure.
say something about Scarlet Witch. Go ahead. Wait, are you saying something? Oh,
If you are talking, we can't hear you.
okay. You ain't gonna say nothing on it. All right, fine.
We're gonna move
I'm
on.
dating a witch now, so I gotta keep
Oh,
my mouth.
Wait. Is this the same one?
Does it
clever boy.
matter?
Now I make you sound like a whore to the
Mm-mm.
public. Like, is this the same one?
Sometimes hoe is life.
Uh, sometimes so is life. I mean, not for me, but respect to
What?
those who choose it.
Shut up and focus on the next goddamn picture on the screen. Fucking
Yeah,
pendejos.
but why do we care about Gwyneth Paltrow though? Like,
because she's
oh, she would return as Pepper Potts in the MCU.
because
It's
she
like, yeah, but she's boring as a character. I'm sorry.
eh,
Maybe it's her
all the more
portrayal,
reason
but
where
to
uh,
me,
the writing could get better for her since
yeah,
she never really had any reason to be there, and if you know what I'm saying.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and I felt like her portrayal of her gave a lot of
Now
that.
she has a reason. She's going. Look. Somebody. Somebody gonna have to be there to give Riri Williams access to Tony Stark shit.
That's what I was thinking
Oh yeah, because his mama dead.
because plus she still has her own armor. She's rescue.
Yeah, I know. I don't know though. They could have. They definitely could have like replaced her though. I'm sorry.
I don't
I would
see
have been fine
why.
without
It's like
without her.
she hasn't done anything wrong.
Cause Gwyneth Paltrow is not that great. Like I'm just not impressed with her performance as far as in the MCU. I'm sorry, I'm not. Maybe her other roles and other movies were impressive, were pretty good, but I was not.
Well,
Kid Cudi, this will be
yeah,
interesting.
apparently there's going to be a Knuckles spin-off series, and not really sure exactly what it's covering, but we know that Kid Cudi is going to be part of the crew. I'm not sure if he's going to be there in live action form or if he's going to be a voice of
Or
another
voiceover.
character. Now,
I would love to see him as a voice another character because he did really good with Intergalactic.
mhm,
I mean, he played himself
yes,
for the most part.
but
To
he
be
has
fair,
made some interesting moves in acting, especially if you saw him in the horror movie X. But look forward to this. I wonder if they're going to introduce the Team Chaotix characters from Knuckles spin-off game Knuckles Chaotix with SBO the Chameleon,
mm,
Charmy B, the Alligator, and Mighty Armadillo. I look. I'm curious to see where it goes. I'm just
yeah.
glad that Idris Elba will still be
I'm glad
voicing
he's still working.
Knuckles.
Ooh, I'm sorry, but like I guarantee you, there's gonna be a lot of women who want to fuck that goddamn puppet.
Women like fucking. I don't. That's understandable. Motherfuckers always like to fuck different weird creatures. There's money motherfuckers out there want to fuck Pyramid Head.
Yeah,
And so of course they want to fucking. Is that voiced by Idris?
good
Like
point.
no,
Very good point.
but will fuck anything. That's wild.
What's our next one, Demon?
The last one. Of course we know you're done. You died, and no one cared for the movie afterwards.
And that's what
You
bothered me.
got
They
no.
definitely could have like they definitely should have did like they did this all the way backwards, and it was so weird because this is like, well, why do we care about her origin story if she's already dead?
Well, that was the thing.
Was there
Her
something in her movie that like alluded to maybe her possibly being alive in the next phase,
no,
or
her
is she
her
dead?
movie was more about passing on the Black Widow mantle to
To
her
who?
sister because her sister was part. Yeah, the like the. All right, let me clarify why what she means by saying she's done. She's done dealing with Marvel in general after everything that happened with the Black Widow movie launch. Because mind you, she had a in her contract. She was supposed to be getting a percentage of ticket sales,
The movie
but
sales,
they
yeah.
put the movie
But then
out.
COVID hit.
But they decided to put the movie out on Disney Plus, which was in violation of her
In
contract.
addition to, well, here's the thing: they put it out in addition to the movie it being out in theaters because of COVID. Remember, this movie came out during
True,
COVID,
but it was still in violation. It
so nobody was
the
going to the theater, so they're still trying to recoup their money. Now, granted, they were absolutely dead ass wrong because you breached her contract. You broke the contract from that, and unless you notified her of said changes that you would have to make or adjustments that you would have to make, yeah,
so
ain't no way you
she
can spin it.
sued. They settled, and I think she's like that's where she's just done. Now, when it came to the movie, there was a few good things in that movie, but then a lot of it was also really bad. It made no sense because I was just like, so let me get this straight. You guys are a trained team of assassins. Y'all work covertly, and the leader of your assassins is Taskmaster, who's supposed to be the best assassin in the world. Even though there's nothing covert about driving an armored tank down the street in the middle of the day with explosive arrows. I was just like,
They just failed. They just failed the heavy stealth mission.
No, or they had a choice between you could go stealthy or you can go in guns blazing, and they chose guns
And
blazing.
then again, they failed. They failed the stealth check, so they went with heavy stealth, and then they failed to check for heavy stealth. Do you know what heavy stealth is?
See or hear
no.
you.
Heavy stealth is if
No, that's not heavy
there's no
stealth.
survivors.
No one left alive to see what happened. See what
Oh,
happened. That's heavy stealth.
well,
Stealth is getting the job done secretly. Heavy stealth is means No one was left alive to
To tell any
to see
stories.
what happened. So,
Huh.
mission complete. I I prefer the heavy stealth tactic if I'm being
Whoa,
honest.
I know, nigga.
I mean, did they kill
I
everybody
know.
though? Like in the movie, did they actually end up killing everybody?
They
Like
tried
in the
to.
That's
actual
what
movie?
no. They hence what they tried to. They failed the heavy stealth check.
Plus I do like the fact that they introduced the Red Guardian and they unlocked a little bit of mythos because Red Guardian would tell this story about how he fought Captain America, even though Steve Rogers would have been in ice at the time. So either he's telling a lie or he was fighting another Captain America, which we already know from
Who?
watching Falcon and the Winter
Wait,
Soldier,
who?
Red Guardian.
Wait, Red Guard? You talking about Red Skull?
No, Red
Who the hell is
Red
Red Guardian?
Guardian is a super soldier made in Russia. He was literally the
No,
Russian.
no, no, no. But I thought that was the. I thought that was Red
No,
Skull.
Red Skull.
I thought that was the super
Red
soldier.
Skull is a super soldier, but he's a Nazi.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Nazis
have to
and
rewatch
Russians
all
aren't
these
the
movies
same.
again. I didn't say they were the same, but no, you said he's a Russian super soldier. But I'm like, wait, wasn't Russia a part of like the whole
Axis of evil.
Hydra?
No, no.
Yeah, that
Russia,
shit or whatever. Hydra.
Russia was not not about that life.
I mean, at this point, you can say Nazi and Russians are the same. They both seem to be taking L's at the time being.
Ooh, I hope you put sound effects at the end of like stuff that you be
Oh
saying
my
and things.
god.
Like I think we need to have a soundboard just so you could drop those in or
Oh
whatever.
my god.
Cause I feel like we need those
Horrible.
because some of the things he be saying and just put like small clips like Prim will put like
But to get your pickled
little
chin
social
head
media like
ass.
viral clips. Yeah, like I feel like
I'm
definitely we
just,
need to
I'm
insert
just
those
saying,
into our podcast.
Hollywood and movies have sat there and shown us or told us that like, oh, the Russians are all like these badasses, Russian mafia, all these things, all this, that, and the third. Then last year happened, and, and this Richmond.
Understand that Demon Engine's opinions and thoughts are his own. He does not represent. That is not a representation of Amerime Media. That is not a
Motherfucker,
representation
I am
of.
a Amerime, god damn it.
I
Not
mean,
a
I can't.
representation
I
of.
stand with Ukraine, so no, I fucks with it.
I don't want to die, and I like to travel, bitch.
You
So
traveling to Russia
no, maybe.
for what? Did you not see what happened to Brittany?
Dick. What do you mean?
Did you not see what happened to Brittany?
Who said I was bringing weed? I'm not bringing weed.
Did you not see?
First of all, why you going to
You
Russia?
know what? You know what?
Maybe for dick.
You know what, y'all?
I just might like Russians are everywhere though. It's not. They're not
Hold
just
on,
in
hold on.
fucking
So wait, no,
Russia.
no, no, no. You're gonna go to Russia for dick.
No, not
At the
really.
rate them young men are dying, that's wild. Couldn't
Well,
be me.
look.
Call it community
Well,
service.
well, well. Look at the time.
I'm joking. This is all jokes, y'all. This is all jokes. I would never like. I don't have to go
No,
to Russia
we
for
know.
dick. No, but like for real, I like to travel and shit. And Russians are fucking everywhere.
But you
So
hate the cold.
I
Okay.
like I said. Who said I was going the fuck to Russia
You said
specifically? Russians
you
are
said Russians are
everywhere.
everywhere. Oh, they can be everywhere. And guess what? We watching them every day get their ass handed to them. So what's scared about the
I
Russians being
can't. I
everywhere?
can't.
Well,
I
here's
can't
the
with
thing.
y'all.
Here's the thing. If China can destabilize the economy,
Let's
they will
not-
win the war.
Anywho, we want to thank everybody for
Just saying.
checking out the Geek Report today. We appreciate you guys so much. We hope you guys are subscribed. If not, you need to hit that button.
Ain't China buddy with Russia?
Yeah, they is.
And Russia losing right now? Damn, China, that's your man? That's wild. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Me personally
I wouldn't take that kind of
wouldn't
disrespect.
let that slide.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that kind of disrespect either. But
We would like to thank
you know.
y'all for checking.
What's funny is Corey's screen is frozen, but it's frozen to a frame where he's smiling. So
Imagine your best friend getting pieced up by somebody that's about 5 times smaller.
well, it's
than
not
you.
like they were
And
best
that's smoke
friends
that
though.
they wanted.
But it's not like they were best friends though. That's like
That's smoke that
That's
they
like-
got no choice to be best friends. Nobody else fucking with.
I mean, he's not lying, but yeah.
It's like being friends with Shaq, and then Shaq picks on somebody that's like 4'3" and gets his shit rocked.
I mean, it can happen though.
I doubt it, but I know what you mean.
Listen, it can happen. Believe it or not. Like, trust me, if it's a real life fight and
And it ain't no
Shorty is
fairy
like
tale.
4'3", if he got a knife on him and cut his Achilles heels, cut him in certain places, whatever, bring that nigga down
If
to
he
your level,
cuts
it's a wrap.
Shaq Achilles heel, Shaq is just gonna fall on him and he's gonna die from.
You gotta move quickly. No, you gotta slice and run. Like, you gotta be fast. You gotta be quick.
I can't.
You know, get them little legs a
Russia said
moving.
this finna be quick. Ukraine said lightweight, lightweight.
The funny part is Ukraine is just like, all right,
All right.
bet.
Let's stop the war talk. We'll leave that for the comment section.
True.
Uh
What word talk? All I'm talking about is a
huh.
one-sided ass whooping.
Meanwhile, we want to thank you
That's
guys for
what would
checking in with
technically be
us
called
today.
abuse. But
It's always a
yep,
pleasure.
appreciate you guys.
We got
Subscribe and all that good stuff. Give us a thumbs
we
up
got Demon Engine
and tell us what you think about everything in the
and we got
comments.
Queen Neek. We'll see you guys next week for more news and tomfoolery. This has been
Of course.
I've come to realize over the last few weeks that degeneracy is my first language. English is my second.
Wow.
We'll see you guys next time.
Amerime, Amerime, Amerime. Amerime.